Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to another episode of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I am so delighted you're here with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about what is triggering you and how the triggers are actually teaching us something, even though it can be extremely upsetting and it might cause you a lot of pain. There are lessons to be had when something comes up and triggers us. I'm going to talk about what's happened recently in my own life that triggered me and what it allowed me to experience and to learn, and how you might be able to relate to this in your own life. But before we get started with today's episode, I want to introduce you to another podcast that I was very, very honored to be able to speak on.
Ever wanted to astral project?
Speak to a loved one who's passed.
Heal people with just a touch of your hand?
Well, you won't learn how to do that on this podcast, but you will hear from those that can.
The Skeptic Metaphysicians podcast is not your typical dry and boring metaphysics show. It's a fun exploration of metaphysics, spiritual awakening tools, modalities, and personalities that's as entertaining as it is informational.
Join hundreds of like-minded souls who are growing and expanding their consciousness at skepticmetaphysician.com.
Discover the Skeptic Metaphysicians,
your new metaphysical obsession.
All right. I was really honored to be able to be a guest on their show, and I also had Will and his wife Karen on my show. So if you have not checked them out yet, I highly recommend the Skeptic Metaphysicians. Their show is fun, and they are great hosts, and they always have a lot of wonderful guests. All right, so we're going to get on to it and talk about what's triggering you. So I'm going to talk about something that happened to me this past week. And I already did an episode about this for my patrons on my Patreon page. And some of you may have seen it if you follow me on Facebook. But I was minding my business, teaching in the middle of the day. And my phone went off. When someone sends me a message on my website, it comes through like a text for me on my phone. So my phone went off. I got a message from my website, and it was someone who posted a message that said something to this effect: "Really, Melissa, you need money that badly? You have a commercial in the middle of one of your guided meditations on YouTube," which totally threw me off because I post my videos on YouTube and then I don't really think about them after that. I'm not a part of the YouTube monetization where you can place ads in your videos. So I didn't even think about ads because I wasn't signed up for that, and I didn't realize that they could just put ads in the middle of your videos without your permission. So I didn't know it was there. I had no idea that there was a commercial in the middle of my video. But this text came through, and it's hard to read someone's tone in text, but this was pretty obvious that this person was really mad. And they said, "Well, I was listening to a guided meditation, and then this loud commercial came on, and how am I supposed to meditate? How am I supposed to do that now?" And I'm trying to calm the person down. And I said, "Oh, I'm so very sorry. I had no idea there was a commercial in my YouTube video. I don't place the commercials there." And then he went on, "Well, most people know how to put the commercial either at the beginning or the end. Other people have figured that out. Why can't you?" And I thought, okay, well, I just told you I didn't even know there was a commercial. How am I supposed to put it at the beginning and the end if I didn't realize it was even there? I didn't know that YouTube could put commercials in your videos if you didn't sign up to be a part of their monetization platform. But I'm like anyone else. I watch YouTube videos all the time. I work out at home. And so there are a lot of really wonderful creators on YouTube, and I watch their videos as I work out. And there are commercials in the middle of it. Do I email them and, scream at them and say, "How dare you have a commercial in the middle of my workout? It made me mess up," or whatever? No, because I realize, as I also didn't know, they probably don't know that there are commercials there either, and you don't have any control over that. But it upset me. And I went to my Facebook page and I posted about it, and I said, I create this content for free. I don't make any money off of the stuff that I'm posting for free. I post readings on TikTok and on YouTube and on Instagram every week. I post guided meditations. I don't post those as often. I do all of that to help people. Not in any way am I making money from any of that stuff. I don't make money at all from those videos. I just do it. And honestly, I really don't make money from this podcast either. I just do this because I love it and because I want to help people. And then a comment like that makes you question your whole existence, right? I'm thinking, why do I do this? Why am I doing this? I'm getting someone yelling at me and I'm not even making any money at all. What I realized, and with the help of some of my wonderful and amazing followers and friends, was that this was a trigger for me. And one of my amazing followers said, why is that triggering you? What's it bringing up for you? And she was right. What triggered me was do you really need to make money that badly? That was the line that triggered me. And it triggered me for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't make money and I'm a teacher. And so money is like, I am nowhere near somebody who doesn't have a concern about money. I'm just like everyone else. I have my bills. I have everyday things. I have 2 kids in college. Money is an issue for me, and money has always been an issue for me, and it's always been a struggle for me. And it's one of the things, this is one of the limiting beliefs and one of the areas where I have personally struggled a lot, and I'm trying to overcome all of these issues. And I understand now why this trigger came up, because I am trying to manifest bigger and better things for my life. And the universe is saying, are you ready for it? Or do you still have these money issues? Do you still have these worthiness issues? Because that is the root of where it comes from. It comes from me not believing in or asking for what I'm worth. And I'm worth a lot. But do I ask for that? No. And this is the universe's way of bringing this up. Like, you still have an issue asking for what you're worth. You have a lot of value in what you do. What you do helps other people. And see, what I do in my line of work and in teaching even, you don't realize the people that you help, because most people you'll never meet them. They never tell you. I'm fortunate in the fact that many of you have left amazing reviews for my podcast, and I truly appreciate that. It helps me on so many levels. Number one, it keeps me motivated to keep going. And number two, those reviews actually help me get more views on this podcast, which again keeps me motivated to keep going because I feel like it's actually helping people. But I don't always. I mean, there are a lot of people who listen and never once stop to leave a review or never tell you, not that they have to, but just you don't realize or know the impact that you have on people. And I think that for many of us, that's the case. There are some people who have careers where people tell them all the time, you're so wonderful, thank you. The career that I have is not like that. Sometimes it's years later that I will have a student come back to me and tell them how much they loved my class or they appreciated me, and I had no idea. So your impact is not felt right away. And that can be really frustrating and difficult because it's hard to stay motivated when it feels like you're putting in all this work and this effort and you're not seeing a response. And the other day, I actually found a place where I could look at all my reviews because I, before, have only been able to see the ones on iTunes. And I didn't even realize I had reviews elsewhere. And I went and I looked at this long list of reviews. I'm like, oh my goodness, I did not even realize that this was here. And it was amazing. And it really did help me to understand and see, okay, if you wanted to charge for those guided meditations, you could, because you're valuable. What you're doing is helping others. But that was the trigger for me. It uncovered for me that I needed to understand my worth and I needed to work on that more. But that's what triggers do. I did an episode a long time ago about triggers, but it needs to be talked about again. Because what I am learning is that this past year is a year of learning lessons and healing. And the year coming up, this is going to be a year of abundance. When you add up the numbers for the year, it equals 8. And in numerology, 8 is all about abundance. So it means we're going to have an amazing year coming in. But that also means that we have to let go of what isn't serving us. And those triggers that are coming up for you are coming up because the universe wants you to let go and release what isn't serving you. And the universe also wants you to start working on the things, whether it's the limiting beliefs about money, about self-worth, whatever it is. The universe wants you to let go and release that. You may have to work on your heart chakra. Maybe you want a new partner to come in for the next year, but you need to put down those walls and you need to learn how to trust and let people in again. And I have so many tools that could help you with that too if you're struggling. The 10-day intensive self-care course is amazing for that. And it's on sale right now. It's normally $20. It's $14 for a limited time because I think that self-worth is so important. And that was the trigger that came up for me was you really need to look at this again and you need to start understanding your value and your worth and know that you're worth it. And wanting to have money is not an evil thing. Money helps us and it serves our highest good. Now, I'm not talking about being a billionaire and being stingy and all of that stuff. I also believe if you have money, you should be able to help others and give. But I believe that whether you have money or not, I had a time in my life where at the end of the paycheck cycle, right, before you get paid again, might have $50 in my checking account. And I would still donate because I think that's important no matter what. But the more money you have, the more you can give and the more you can help others. And it helps you to have a life you deserve because the universe doesn't want you to be small and stuck or anything like that. So you've got to let go of the guilt surrounding the need to ask for what you're worth because you are worthy of everything. And the universe wants you to have a beautiful life. And the same is true with a romantic partner. The universe wants you to have someone who makes you happy, who helps to fulfill your life. So we need to look at what's triggering us because it's showing what we need to let go of and to release because it isn't serving us anymore. And usually it comes down to something about ourselves, like if somebody triggered you by telling you that what you did was stupid, you might feel like I'm not smart enough or I'm not this or I'm not that. It all comes down to worthiness issues. We need to work on our self-worth. We are all talented, beautiful, amazing people, and we need to see our own value and our own worth, no matter what other people have told us, because those are just lies. Another great point that one of my listeners brought up was that hurt people, and she was right. If someone is angry enough to text you and accuse you of just being out for money, that's something within them. Because this person didn't know me at all. If you did, you know I'm absolutely not about that. But it's a self-worth thing. Other people project their own things onto you, but what they're really doing is holding up a mirror to you and saying, hey, here are the things about yourself that you don't like and that maybe you want to work on. And that's okay. And this is going to be the end of the year, so we need to work on this stuff, so we're not taking it with us into the new year because 2024 is going to be so much better. You're going to be reaping the benefits. In fact, one of the readings that I did on my social media page, I posted it on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and said things will not always be dark. There's a brighter side of life. Last year was a learning year, and this next year is a year to reap what you've sowed. It's a year to reap your blessings because you've done all of the hard work, and now you can sit back and just go with the flow and allow the universe to show you how good life can get. But you've got to be ready for it. So I wanted to pull a few cards for you today. And these cards are by Angela Rose, and they were gifted to me by my listener, Ginger, who I just love. And these cards are amazing because they give you things to work on. The first card that came out, I absolutely love, and I think we all need this lesson, is to show up shaking. You will never feel 100% ready. Anxiety is just excitement in disguise. Know that you have everything you need within you to rock it now. Show up even if you're shaking. The action that goes with this card is take imperfect action. What is one thing you have been wanting to do? Take one step in that direction. And the mantra that goes with this card is, I have everything I need within me now. The next card that came out is Be Unapologetically You. I really love this card because we need to stop being afraid of what others will think of us. We need to stop hiding who we truly are. And we need to be unapologetically ourselves. It's normal to feel distracted by what everyone else is doing or becoming, but you are unique, magnetic, and luminous in your own way. You were not made to be like everyone else. Own who you are, put your blinders on, and stay in your own lane. The action that goes with this card is, today is your day. How can you show up and own your day today? Are you focused on others or yourself? And the mantra that goes with this card is, I stand confidently in my power. My time is now. I love that. It's so true. Be who you are. Stand in your power. It is time. It's beyond time to take back your power. What isn't working in your life? It is time to change that. One thing at a time. The last card that came out is, your time is now. Take imperfect action. You are right where you are meant to be. Do what is calling your heart. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. It's so true. So many of us stand in fear instead of standing in our power. And we just get in our own way and we self-sabotage and we don't do the thing that we know we need to do because we're so afraid to do it. We've been conditioned to stand in a line, get in a row, don't move out of it. Society, everything teaches us that we have to do things a certain way. And that's just not the case. You know, people are complaining that the young people of the world are not wanting to work, or they're not wanting to do this or not wanting to do that. The truth is, they figured out what we know but are too afraid to do anything about, which is that we should not be working 40 hours a week. We should not be killing ourselves for a job that doesn't care about us. They've figured that out. We haven't. We're the ones standing in line, in our parents' generations, they did before us. Go to that work week, come home, and you're so tired and you still don't have all this money and you're not enjoying life. That isn't how it was meant to be, and it's not how it's supposed to be. They figured that out, and we need to take an example from them. You don't have to be in a job for 30 years. You don't. The action for this card is, what is one small step that you can take today towards your dream? It doesn't need to be perfect. Write out a roadmap on how you see your dreams unfolding. Work your way towards them backwards by starting with the end dream. Don't worry about the hows. They will appear soon. The mantra that goes with this card is, today I will take imperfect action. Yeah, you don't have to have all of the answers. Just start writing down what it is you want, or even thinking about it. I think some of us don't even know what we want. What is it that you want to see in your life? Start thinking about that, and then start taking action. You could take one step, and one step might be taking a course. There are so many courses out there that are amazing that don't cost all of that much. I know I started by taking a boot camp when I started going through a spiritual awakening, and it helped me and changed my life so much. So much so that I created my own course to help other people as well, because I can't tell you how amazing I felt after taking that course. It taught me so many different things on self-love, meditation, eating right, praying to the angels, all of the different things. And so I created this course for you, and right now I have it on sale. So it's normally $197, and right now it's $99 because we're going into this new year, and I want everyone to leave all of the junk behind. That's why I started throwing a few of my courses on sale, because I thought, you know what? This is a wake-up call for me too, to help other people understand that we can't take this junk with us into the new year. And I want to help you be able to do that too. So that's why I decided that I was going to put the two courses that I love the most and that I had so much fun making. And that was the Love Your Life course and the 10-day intensive self-love course. I absolutely believe in these courses and how much they can help people because I took courses just like them when I was going through my spiritual awakening. So if you're feeling stuck, that's the place to start. Just start taking stock of your life. What's going on? What isn't working for you? What's not serving you? What do you need to work on? And if you need to work on building your self-confidence, the 10-day intensive self-love course is perfect. And at $14, I mean, you could buy 4 cups of coffee, maybe 5 cups of coffee, not even really 5 with Starbucks prices. Or you could take this course and you could each and every single day start to build your self-confidence. Learn how to put yourself first and to let go of other people's drama because, oh my gosh, it isn't serving you. It is not serving you. And the Love Your Life course, it is $99 on sale from $197 because I want everybody to just learn how to live their life. There are 21 lessons in the Love Your Life course, and each lesson is designed to help you incorporate little practices every day into your life to help make it just a little bit better. So many of us go on autopilot and we don't realize that we're not even fully aware of our surroundings and what's happening. And so we're not enjoying our lives. And that's not how your life was meant to be lived. So if you're experiencing that, where you just feel like you're on a hamster wheel and you get up and you rinse and repeat and you do the same thing every day and it's not exciting anymore and you want something different, it starts with you. It starts with the steps that you take. Just sitting there and being a victim and saying, oh, life's terrible is not going to do anything to help you. You have to take action, whether you take one of my courses or if you go take a course if you're interested in changing your careers. Udemy, Udemy, is a great place. They have online courses, and most of them are around $14 to $30, which a lot of these are courses you could take in college, and they're that price. You need to go check it out. I also have a German course on there if you're ever interested in taking German. And my German course is on Udemy too, but you can learn French, you can learn all kinds of things. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It starts with you. Take an actionable step. What can you do to change your life? Whether you take a course, whether you just decide that you're going to start looking for a new job, or you get out of that relationship that's toxic. And if you need help with that, my book, Beautifully Broken, is a great place to start because I talk about how you rebuild your life again after a loss. There's so many tools out there for you. All of the things that I'm talking about are available on my website at melissaoatman.com/store. I also have a transformational journal. It's a 60-day transformational journal. So each day there's a new writing prompt if you're somebody who likes to write to help you transform your life. And it's only $12. It's a digital product, so you get a digital copy and you can write on it online, or you can just get the prompt and you can write in your own journal, however you want to do it. But that's another great product as we get ready to move into the new year, because we need to let go of the stuff that just isn't working for us. And these are all the ways and all of the tools that you can use to help you learn how to do that, to help you understand those things that are triggering you. You need to really look at, what's it about? Why is it triggering me? What am I learning? What is this showing me? It's probably showing you there's still something you need to heal. And if you want to work with me, I offer coaching sessions. You can do a one-on-one coaching session with me, one session at a time, or I offer packages, and those are available on my website as well. Or you can reach out to me if you have more questions or you just want to get together and we can jump on a Zoom call and figure out what you need. I really do hope that you guys walk out of your struggles from 2023 and that in 2024 you walk into your blessings. I wanted to pull a couple of cards for you just to give you some guidance for the upcoming week. And so one of the cards that came out is be honest with yourself. Are you really being honest with yourself? Do you really know what you truly want? Or are you just doing this or saying this is what you want because it's what's expected of you? Really, really get honest with yourself about what you truly want your life to look like and what you want for it. And your next card is have confidence. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to know the hows or the whys. You just need to have confidence. That first card that came out was do it shaking. These show up shaking, right? These cards are all aligning for this reason. And then you have a relationship. You need to work on the relationship you have with yourself and with Source, because all other relationships stem from there. So if you're attracting the wrong kind of person all the time over and over and you feel like it's your life on repeat, you're not broken, but there are some things you need to fix within yourself. You're attracting those kinds of people for a reason. And I talk about that all in my book, Beautifully Broken. I talk about why I was attracting the same kind of person over and over again. And I had to understand where that came from. Came from my childhood and the kind of attachment style that I had with my parents and abandonment issues that I had because my dad left when I was 3. All of those things. And I also learned how to fix those things. How do we start looking at healthy relationships? First of all, what is a healthy relationship? Most of us don't know. We were not modeled that as kids. So you have to learn what a healthy relationship looks like so that you can start doing the things that will help you to attract those kinds of relationships. And it all starts with you. So my book, Beautifully Broken, also available on my website or on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Goodreads, and also audiobook.com if you want the audiobook version. It's there to help you understand through telling of my story, but also giving you tools and tips to help you understand what healthy relationships look like and the things that you need to do to start working on yourself so that you attract them. You deserve the best in life. You deserve the absolute best in life. And one of the reasons I'm here is to show you that and to help you attract it in and to understand that you deserve it, because many of us don't feel like we do. And I'm here to tell you that you do. And those triggers are just uncovering the things you need to work on so that you also understand that you were worth and deserving of everything wonderful. I hope that you guys have an amazing week. If you want to purchase any of the courses or the book that I talked about, it's all available on my website, melissaoatman.com/store. Also, you can reach out if you want to work with me, but you're not really sure what you'd like. I'd be happy to talk to you. You can reach out to me anytime. If you want to leave reviews for any of my products or my podcasts or my book or whatever, I would love that. I would appreciate that so much. I really thank each and every one of you. You choose to listen to this podcast and you don't have to. And I really, really appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love and light. I hope you have a beautiful week and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.